And we've talked about how big a deal the university here is in Laramie and Albany County in terms of registered voters and who you might go after for signatures. So what kind of efforts have you made to get signatures on your petition from people at the university?
Well, as we've been sponsored by the college Democrats to table in the union, we end up getting primarily college students through. We'll get families through who are touring the university, and a lot of the times somebody from those groups will stop and sign. So students at the university allows us to have a more diverse pool of registered voters from around the state. It ends up being a lot of voter registration push. A lot of students at the university aren't registered to vote. They want to sign the petition. So you end up having to direct them down to Jackie Gonzalez's office here in the county and get them registered to vote here in Albany County. A lot of the students end up becoming residents of Albany County just because they're here for the school year and they stay over the summer, and then they're kind of community members at that point. And so kind of with like the recent honor roll that came out at the university, you have a group from this county and a group from this county, and honor roll students from this county, and then Albany County has a lot of them just because these kids are from all around the state. It's just that they've lived here going to school. So being able to draw on that portion, the younger portion of the population, typically a little more progressive, a little more liberal population, we're able to collect more signatures from around the state. I have signatures from kids from up in Jackson. I have signatures from kids over in Cheyenne. I have people from Douglas and Worland, Cody, who have signed the petition. And it kind of makes it difficult because we have to, as the counties number up, we have to fill out the petition so that it reflects all the counties that we've gotten signatures from. So I have signatures all the way from Uena County, Sweetwater County, Carbon County, Albany County, Teton Park, Fremont, up in Natrona. So I have signatures from all over the place just because the students are drawn to the university and it ends up being more of an academic setting. So people might look more critically at the information and may have a different experience than what they were just taught in high school regarding it. So it really ends up allowing us to draw from a more diverse pool of voters in the state. It also helps us to register students to vote, because that's the most important thing. The millennial generation is far underrepresented in the electoral process. Nationwide, here in Wyoming, it's just the same. Young people don't vote, and so when there's an issue that helps get them engaged in politics, whether this is trying to get a ballot initiative petition on, out there and on the ballots, or whether it's an issue that's personally very strong to them. I was tabling with college Republicans next, and they all ended up signing it, even though they're sitting here at a table for pro-life, and great get up, great literature, all that stuff. They're very strong in their position about that, but they were they didn't bat an eye at signing their name onto the petition and saying, yeah, I would support this issue. This is something I think we need to deal with. So, when people feel strongly about the issue, it tends to motivate them more to become engaged with that issue. And if you can turn that engagement into a broader, a voter who will vote for multiple terms, a kid who, for the first time ever has registered to vote, who signs the petition and then votes in 2016, who had never voted, since 18 to 20 or 21, is now in the process. He's now, part of our community. He's a good American citizen. He's a good Wyomingan. If you're not a registered voter, it's as if you said, I don't really care enough about my community to say, who my leader should be, who should represent me, and what our community should reflect, what our social values should be. So that ends up being half of the kids at the university who come up to sign it are not registered voters and they've never voted before. And as a political science student, that's just awful to hear for me, because that's what we want. We want high turnout in presidential elections like this one coming up here now. We want to see people engaged with the process. Nobody has to be an expert about it. You just have to have your own opinion.